Welcome back, everybody, to my last brain cell. Happy Friday, Junior, y'all. I'm really excited for this weekend. Today is a very special day for two reasons, actually. It's not only my girlfriend's birthday, but it's also my cousin's birthday. So make sure that you guys say happy birthday to both my cousin and to my girlfriend. Happy birthday to you, ladies. I love both of y'all. Um, yeah, so today's episode is going to be a little different. I do have a question of the day. We're not going to do the biscotti cookies today. I'm gonna kind of blue ball you guys and make you wait until the next batch of episodes. Pardon me. Whoops. Never mind. So yeah, anyway, uh today's episode is gonna be a little bit different because I got this comment um on the last episode we did, and they asked for a reaction to the new Avengers trailer. And I've never done a reaction before. So I'm not really sure like what a person is looking for. I'm not sure what this person is looking for. I'm not really sure what the internet themselves is looking for. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up a trailer. Um I will probably have to mute the part that's like playing the trailer. But what I'll like, maybe we'll see how it goes in editing. But what I'll either do is provide commentary during the trailer. Here's what I'll do: I'll provide commentary during the trailer, and if necessary, if I have to mute myself, then I'll just also kind of sum things up at the end. But I won't I won't splice it, right? I'm not gonna do all that because I'm not on Twitch. I'm just recording. So, but we'll pull it up. So this one is the Black Panther and Fantastic Four trailer. You know what? I might have lowered the volume low enough where it might not pick up. So right now, right, we got Shuri walking out. Her suit looks brand new. That's the very first thing I noticed. So she got like some blue like tight joints on her suit. And if I were a betting man, I think that this is probably, I don't remember Namor's people like what their name is, but I'm pretty sure that's his tech. And it looks like too where she's walking is probably where his people are currently, like by the given like the landscape of the Aztec mountains. So I would assume that the reason why they've walked out is because trouble is looming right then and there, which is why Namor himself also looks pensive and why he looks up, because he's like, yo, what the fuck is pulling up on my spot right now, right? So I think if I were a betting man, they probably pulled up to wherever his people are, and that's where they saw the Fantastic Four, because he was probably like, damn, like I need help. Especially when she mentions, we have to protect our people. Like Shuri mentions that to Namor, like as king, we have to protect our people. She's either talking to Namor or M'Baku or both of them, but like as king, our people come first. So I'm sure that given the premise of that trailer, they are. Let's look it up actually, because I feel so silly not knowing the um Talokan, the Talokan, right? His the Talokan are probably wherever that Aztec area is probably where they're living currently, and or have like set up like refuge or camp wherever just to have an area on land due to their truce with the Wakandans, right? So they're probably somewhere near or in Wakanda as well, if I were a betting man. So they probably pull up on them because like the Wakandans are probably there because Nemo probably called up like, yo, someone's pulling up on me and I don't know what's going on, but they seem to have some crazy tech. So um uh I wonder too, though, if when they pull up, like they see Fantastic Four first, and Fantastic Four is probably trying to like tell them what's going on, but then like it looks like at towards the end, like it looks like Shuri and M'Baku are like rushing on the ship. So I wonder if she turned around and looked at Doom, saw Tony's face, and was like, "Okay, Wakanda forever." Like, cause she looked kind of pensive too. I don't think she was doing that salute to Namor. I think she was doing it to Tony. So that's my reaction to that trailer. So let me know what you guys think about that trailer too. Obviously, we had three others. This is the first trailer though that didn't really talk about or highlight children at all, right? Because the first one was Steve Rogers, that highlighted his child. The second one was Thor, that highlighted his daughter. What was the third? Dang, what were they? Hold on. I can't remember the third one right now, of course. Fantastic Four, Wakandans, Steve Rogers. Oh, and I guess the X-Men one also didn't have any kids, so that was a stretch. But I was thinking that Doom is after like the next like generation, but I can't figure out where that comes into play for the Wakandans. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about that trailer, and let me know if that was the kind of reaction that you were looking for. So we're gonna get into the question of the day, and then I'm gonna give you guys the wheel of fun, and then we're gonna get out of here. So, question of the day: if you had superpowers, what mythical creature would you want to fight? Like, if you could fight any mythical creature, and it has to be a creature of myth, not like a made-up creature. Like a unicorn, I wouldn't think it's a mythical creature. I think it's a in this terminology, right? When I think of mythical creature, I'm talking about like a one that has had myths written about it. I don't know if unicorn has, and if it has, I'm sorry to all unicorn lovers out there. But I'm thinking about like a creature that has like that's known to bring destruction. That level of mythical creature. Which one would you want to fight? And I thought about it. I originally thought it might be a dragon. Then I was like, nah, that's too easy. Bring me a kraken. Bring me one of those deep sea dwelling motherfuckers. I want to see what I could do to a kraken. Now, when I say superpowers, I honestly just mean like some like durability and like some super strength. Like, I don't mean anything too crazy. Just something semi basic that allows you to be able to put up a fight against these mythical creatures anyway. That's the level of power I want. But I think it'd be really fun to fight a kraken. I think it would test your wit because they are just so gigantic, right? And with them being water dwelling, you would have to deceive a way to strike the most vulnerable, which is most likely going to be submerged underwater while also holding your breath or also trying to like avoid attacks. Yeah, also, I had this thought too. I don't think real superpowers are real unless you can fly. Is that crazy? And I know that there's a lot of super powered people who cannot fly. Mutants. A lot of mutants cannot fly. And those are by all stretches of the word superpowers. But I just feel like you can't call yourself a superhero unless you can fly. Is that crazy? Let me know what you guys think. And while you're doing that, and while you're probably tearing me apart, look at that. I already got the wheel of fun, so not much else you can say. I'm going to go ahead and spin this bad boy, and we're going to see where it lands. Movies. So, perfect. Oh, perfect. I just actually watched the other night Ne Zha 2. So I think I told you guys, me and my girlfriend caught the first one. It was really, really good. And I was like, you know what? I gotta watch the second one. My friends kept telling me how amazing and how much more turned up the second one was. So I caught the second one, and they were not joking. It was turned damn near from the beginning. Yeah, it was really good, and I'm really excited to see where the third one goes when we get it. Because I would assume the third one has had to have been greenlit by now. Because the second one was just it picks up literally right after the first one. So the first one ends with Ne Zha and Ao Bing getting their souls captured into the Iron Lotus to save them. They're like their spirits, and then it opens up with like, all right, we gotta give them like their physical bodies again, and it was really good. They were trying to figure out how to save Ao Bing because Ao Bing's body was like torn apart during the process because some bullshit happened. So Ne Zha had to go figure out how to go get some elixir or the dragons were gonna attack. Come to find out, the ultimate like godlike beings of that world were evil the whole time, turned on the civilians. I thought Ne Zha lost his parents, and they did a good job faking this out. But man, that movie was so good. The story itself too. I think like I'm an action junkie. Probably should put my hand there. I'm an action junkie, especially when it comes to anime and animated type things. I love my action because they can do so much more without making it look corny or stupid or like without all the unnecessary fucking cuts that most action movies do, especially American made action movies, right? So I really enjoy anime and animated movies because their action is always significantly more fluid. So the fights here were amazing. Like they allow you to really see how a world of fantasy can be, and it was great. And the story too just holds up, you know. So it's gonna be really now the big bad in this movie did not. They won. He was defeated, but he wasn't killed. And I unfortunately think in order to beat him, you got to put him down. You got to put him down. You got to end him. So that's just my thought. So I would assume we're gonna see a third movie where they go out to venture to get stronger to actually put down him and all his soldiers. And there's like I'm pretty sure him and his soldiers are like 1,000 deep. But if you haven't caught Ne Zha, you need to go catch 1 and 2. And you can catch number 1 on, they're both on HBO Max actually. You can watch the first one in Chinese, like its original dialect. But the second one you can only watch in English. I'm gonna probably rewatch the first one in Chinese just to see if it hits a little bit differently. Because I feel like it might. But it was a good movie nonetheless. And the English VAs, whoever they are, they held up really well, I think, too. They didn't slack. It didn't seem cringy. I don't know if like a better word. They seem to kind of hold up, you know, on their own. The only thing is you can tell for the most part that like the animators, like the people who dubbed the movie, they didn't worry about like the synchronization of the lips. You can definitely tell they're still speaking Chinese. 110%. But for some of the N words, it seems to work. Like if their lips moving like this, at least like the would be like a wow, like you know what I mean. It would match to some degree the last like syllables leaving the lips. But yeah, good movie. Make sure you go check it out. I highly recommend it. Are there any movies you guys are watching? Are there movies that are coming out that you guys are excited for? Obviously, besides Doomsday, which comes out officially this year now. I haven't seen the new Avatar movie. Probably won't bother watching that. But are there any movies coming out soon or that are out right now that you guys are watching? I think there's a new one out on Netflix with John Burtonall and I can't remember her name, but she's Valkyrie in the Marvel universe. I'm pretty sure it's Tessa Thompson. I'm pretty sure it's a new movie with them out right now on Netflix that I'm sure is going to be amazing. They're both good actors, so I'm going to probably check it out pretty soon. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys, man. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys on Saturday because I'm going to get up out of here. So until next time, this is King Echo signing off.